Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy and we're here today with not a scotch. If you've been following the channel, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then you're new here. Congratulations, you found the best whiskey tube channel on the screen right now. So, I'm sorry, I thought I heard something. Anyhow, so if you're new to the channel, hello, welcome. All my returning viewers, you know how we do. Come on in, let's get on with it. Sorry, I keep hearing something. So, this is McCormick. We're doing sort of a McCormick line kind of thing. Somebody kept leading me to believe that there was a Scotch in their lineup, which there's not. There's just the American blended whiskey. It's 40% alcohol by volume. This comes from McCormick. Again, McCormick is sort of like a American sort of standard distillery distributor of general libations of sorts. They do whiskey, they do rum, they do tequila, they do vodka, they do liqueurs. They have their own proprietary stuff that they do have. There's nothing on the back. This is a 375 because I have no idea. I do know I'm very familiar with McCormick vodka. I'm very familiar because that stuff is pretty much geared toward the average American working man or woman, if that's so choose to be. It's really light on the pocket. It doesn't hit you very hard there. Let's go ahead and see what it is off the rip. We're going to go ahead and have a pour-see. All right. So again, this is a 40% alcohol by volume. It has a relatively light but brilliant color. That is very nice color. It's a little drippy drip. Didn't taste anything on that. On the nose, it's very light, but you can definitely get the alcohol. The ethanol comes out the back end. There's a little bit of oakiness and maybe some sweet vanilla. Not a whole lot on that nose, so let's go ahead and get on the palate. Has a bit of a artificial like caramel coloring flavor. Yeah, this is not going to be a very good one. I can already tell you. This is a lot. This is like a very artificial caramel, like very light on the artificial caramel at that. Well, McCormick, I think you should probably stick to vodka and gin. Unless this is working for you. If this is working for you, then enjoy all of it you can take. But I'll get one more on there. Yeah. It's not my jam. That artificial flavoring or whatever the heck it is they got going on. No. It's some kind of artificial sweetener of some kind. That is no bueno. No bueno. So viscosity wise, it's not too bad on that end. Like I said, it does come across, it does transfer well. It just, that flavor is like a sickening flavor. For it to invoke some kind of something to come back up the wrong way, let's go ahead and get that finish on it. Yeah, that's got that. Oh, that's a nasty taste. Guess I'm gonna have to wash it out with some gin or something. Well, there it is. Episode 1, off the rip. Get it home, crack it open. We've already blew way past that one, didn't we? Get it in the glass. I was too impatient. I do apologize. But anyway, share my first impressions with you, and that's horrible. However, if we make it halfway point, full review, episode 2, full review, tell you if it's gotten any better or worse. I can tell you it's not going to get any better. It might only get better in the sense that it's not as bad as it is right now. One could only hope so, right? Full review, as much information as I can possibly find. However, I've already given you all the information I could possibly find on McCormick in another video. Look for that one in my library. All the way down here will be part 3. Final. Please let that come a lot sooner. I'm so glad it's a 375. Final pour all the way down here in the glass. Hopefully I can stomach it at that much. Well, we're going to see if the last pour is as worse, much worse than the first pour I just had. I'm starting to have some acid from reflux kicking in. I'm going to have to go drink a bunch of water. And they'll just, it is what it is. I can already tell you this is not going to be a good one. But there it is. Let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, thanks for stopping by. And I do apologize that this is not going to be a good one.